to tell me who the main character of the Phantom Menace was.
I don't think you should ask that question. You should just watch the movie because it's obviously the main characters of the Phantom Menace are Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, mostly Qui-Gon Jinn. And I can tell you with a simple reason: the story all unfolds through their eyes. Let's get into it. Okay, so Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi are the main characters of the Phantom Menace. I'm mostly talking about Qui-Gon, though, because Obi-Wan is mostly of a secondary main character. He only really becomes the main character when Qui-Gon dies. But essentially, not only they have the most screen time, but all of the story unfolds through their eyes. They are POV characters made by design. Not only if you just watch the movies, but also dig into the movies a bit more when you listen to George Lucas's talks about the movies or the behind the scenes. So they are POV characters. They are designed similarly like the droids were in A New Hope. The first half of A New Hope we see, or the beginning of The New Hope, we see the story unfolding through the droid's eyes. And it then transitions into Luke Skywalker, who will become our main character of the trilogy. So really, it shouldn't really take an expert film student to actually understand the movie itself. This movie is made for 9-year-olds.
Say this, and I wasn't supposed to say it then, but it's a film for 12-year-olds.
But I digress. I mean, you can nitpick and say, oh, this is the story of Padme Amidala because it revolves around her. However, that's really a dumb statement because you can still be a main character in a story that isn't really revolved around you. For example, Luke Skywalker is literally the main character of A New Hope, even though the plot doesn't actually revolve around him. He isn't a part of the rebellion, nor is he a part of the Empire. When we see the fight between the rebels and the Empire in the very beginning of A New Hope, Luke was literally just a farm boy who wanted to
going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
So, yes, you can be the main character of some story or a conflict that isn't really revolved around you. That's future Evan the Mindfly, and to add on this statement a little bit further, I can say also the same thing about the original trilogy. For example, Luke Skywalker is the main character of the original trilogy. However, this is still the story of Anakin Skywalker at the end of the day and his redemption. So, take that as you will. That is a part of the main... It's literally a part of the hero's journey thing. So, yes, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan can be the main characters of the Phantom Menace, even though it's not really revolved around them. Though they are more revolved around the plot than Luke was in A New Hope, as they were serving as the ambassadors. The ambassadors to basically stop the Trade Federation, but it all goes wrong, obviously. So, yeah, it's really a dumb statement to begin with, to question who is the main character of the Phantom Menace, but I guess that's where people during late 2000s and early 2010s were with Star Wars. But luckily, we're in a better time of Star Wars, and I'm not counting the Disney era. Thank you all for sticking to the end. This is my very first video, and if there's a bit of stuttering, please cut me some slack because this is basically my first video and I don't even have a script because I just don't like using scripts. And also leave down the comments what kind of videos you want me to make, and nothing to do with the Disney stuff other than the good stuff because I'm trying to cover actual Star Wars. So, see ya.